Hello mortgage professionals, my name is Anthony. I am a success coach here at Mortgage Coach, and today I'm going to show you just how quick and easy it is to create wow presentations for your clients using the Mortgage Coach Edge system. So what I'm going to do is simply log in. I'm going to be greeted by a home screen. Once I'm here, I can do several things, but what I'm going to do is jump right into building a presentation for a new client. They can be on the phone with me, or I can already have their information on hand. So what I'm simply going to do is I'm going to hit new client, and I'm going to get right to it. We're going to call this scenario Jack Purchase, and we're going to go right through the screens. We know what we need to select. Obviously he rents. We're going to arrow through. What is he trying to accomplish? In this case, he's to get his first home. Very easy. I make these selections as I go through. I know his current rent is $1,400. I know the rent increase is around 3%. So I continue to arrow through. Every time I arrow through, the screens are saving for me. So just again, quickly moving through this. If I know his income, great, I can drop it in there. If I don't know his income yet, I can always come back and add it in later. Things like tax bracket information, savings balance, and rate of return. Fields that I can utilize if I choose to, or if not, I'm going to simply bypass it. Again, fields if I choose to use it or not, my choice as the loan professional. But I'm going to get right into a scenario. So let's call this a 30-year fixed FHA purchase. Everybody knows how popular that program is. But I'm going to go right through the fields in red. These are required fields, so I'm going to make sure they're completed. I'm going to drop in my down payment percentage. I'm going to put in my interest rate. Phenomenal rates right now, so let's go ahead and put it 3.625. Put it at 360-month term. Now I get to my closing costs. Two ways to do this, but I'm going to make it very easy and effectively. I'm going to go right into my closing cost detail page, because from here I have templates. One of the best things about Edge is I can use my templates to quickly apply my fees. So I'm going to apply my purchase fee template. My fees are now included. I'm going to add in my, of course, my upfront MI, so my 1.25%. Choose to add that to the loan amount if I want to, and I continue to arrow through. I've already created my first scenario, but what if I want to add another one? Let's add some things like monthly taxes and hazard insurance. That's simply easy enough. I put in my percentages, but now I've created the scenario. I'm going to add another one. Now I'm going to show a 30-year fixed with 5% down. So let's say 30-year fixed, 30-year fixed with 5% down. Great. So all you've got to do, guys, here is simply hit copy from the FHA I just completed. It brings over the same scenario, and I'm just going to make some changes to it. We're going to make this a 5% down payment. We know it's not an FHA program. Make a few changes if I need to. My fees are already there. I can adjust these if I need to. My upfront mortgage insurance is gone because it's no longer an FHA loan. Arrow through. There's my monthly costs. Those came over for me. Great. All of a sudden I've got my scenario here, guys. My analysis summary, I get to decide what I want to show my client. Maybe I want to show them how much principal they're paying, their total net worth growth, or maybe how much total interest they're going to be paying over the life of the loan. I make my analysis here. I can adjust my terms to maybe 10 and 20 years. That's the goals of my client. Great. Make my selections. I arrow through. The contact information, let's just say this is jack@yahoo.com. I'm going to drop in that information if I have it. Property address, same thing. Not required, but I can add it for their client's branding if I choose to. I'm going to get into decide what I want to show Jack. I could show a rent versus own, or why don't I show them the go-to report in Edge. The total cost analysis allows me to show not just rate and payment, but really the long-term performance of the loan. So what I'm going to do is select that. There's my two options, FHA and 5% down. Great. I'm going to arrow through. You notice they're comparing against one another. Review my sections before I send this out. Looks like $4,000 in savings to do the 5% down. Definitely worth showing that to my client. Over the life of the loan, they're pretty similar here, but there are some differences, especially if I look at the total interest and MI difference. Going to save my client a little bit close to $7,000 in savings, but I'm going to go ahead and arrow on through. Get to the very end. I'm already done. I can email it, I can print it, I can save as a PDF. I always recommend emailing because that's how you're going to get that Edge alert we talked about. I'm simply going to generate my link, and as I generate my link now, it's going to populate right here in the middle of the screen. This is what I'm sending to my client. Very simple, very easy to do, but also what I can do, if I choose to, I can add a video or audio message. One of the easiest features, simplest features in Edge, simply hit add audio video, and we don't have to be from Mortgage Coach to tell you how effective it is to add a video or audio message to your presentation. Being able to personalize the message, really give voice inflection, eye contact, body language, expressing, your value as a mortgage professional, not just in an email or in a voicemail, but really on video, and it's very easy to do. I'm going to hit record message. It's going to pull up my screen, Hey everybody, welcome to the Edge system. This is just how easy it is. I'm going to give my little message to my client, let them know how excited we are to get them into their first home. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to simply record my message. I'm going to close it, and this report is done. It's ready to go out. So I'm simply going to go back to my Edge. I've got my link. I'm going to send this to a client. I'm going to drop it in an email, and that is it. That's a short, effective presentation that's going to get to my client immediately so they can see my value as a loan professional. Hopefully this has been an informative walkthrough of how quickly you can create Edge presentations. Look forward to hearing from all of you to help you create presentations for your clients. Thanks again.